Hello, guys. I found out from somebody that this dude was getting raided. He's a 3.9 billion mansion. He shows to be in farm gear. So I don't know what's going on right now. I think they're filling him up with UBs so that they can keep attacking him. Let's see who's online. Okay. So yeah, everyone is filling them up with the UVs. So he's being raided by airstrike. And yep, these are the people here. Let's see how this goes. Currently 3.9 billion. Okay guys, there are 30 UBs on it right now. I've counted. These are all the prisoners. Some of them from DYN, PTV. They're so lucky they have their farm team in the same governor's war. This is so cool because Prague cannot have their own farms in the same governor's war for some reason. We've tried registering for the same governor's war and registering for different governor's war. It just doesn't happen. It's so ridiculous. So raid is set. They're picking up the troops right now. I don't know how many minutes. They're just waiting for the 5 minutes timer. And then they'll probably land. I don't know what all the orange lines are. It could be recons. It could be, I don't know, something else. But yes. That's Shem. Shem just sent troops over. These are the players. Oh, Fat Cat is here. So we have another Fat Cat in Prague. So I don't know if it's the same person. Let me share in faction chat. Let's see. It's 3.911 billion. Let's see how much the next raid drops. Excited. Okay guys, this is a recon of the player. It's 105 million troops. He has 9 million of each T4s, a lot of T3s. Oh wow, this is really good to raid. Oh my gosh. No T2s, no barely T1s. They reinforce him with more T4s. So this is a really, really juicy target for Governor's War. I wish we had found some stuff like that. Actually, you know what? My mansion is kind of similar. T3s and T4s only. So I guess I'm a very good raid target. Oh gosh. Okay, let's keep watching. Okay guys, the raid is launching. Let's see how much it drops. Let's see. Oh, 3911, 3866, about 50 million. Okay, let's see the next one. I'm excited. I know a lot of troops are dying right now, but you know what? They still have the 30 UBs, so it's all good. I'm excited. I've never seen a 3.9 billion mansion get raided, so this is really, really cool. Okay, the next raid is set. Let's see. So like guys, when raids are going on, troops are dying everywhere. It's not the time to think about that. It's like the right time to think about, what they want to achieve, because this is probably the single most best target ever in a governor's war. The fact that the player is all T3s and T4s. That's just pure gold. Like, I don't know what to say. If we found a target like that in Pro, we would go after it as well. So this is really, really good. Yep, raid is set. These are the players around there right now that are joining in the raid. People will call this a suicide raid, but you know what? It's suicide for a good purpose. Okay, they seem to be swapping some kind of troops right now. What I really want to know is this dude really offline, or is he like just, taking kills? I have no idea. Like, if I was him, I'll just quietly sit there and just pretend to be offline. Because even at this size, it's really good, kills. Um, at this point, his hospital is probably already full. But yeah, like airstrike. Let's look at airstrike for a bit. He's got 370 stars. That's like the top percentage of the players in the game. And he's got really good stats on this account. It's I'm excited to see what happens. I'm just doing this while I wait. Okay guys, another raid is being set. So troops are going in. Let's see how the next raid hits. Oh my gosh, guys, I missed it. What the heck? So now he's 3.8 billion. He's dropped again, almost 100 million since I started watching it. But he started at 4.2 billion. That's the first raid. So I don't know if this is like the biggest raid or the biggest mansion that's ever been raided in TGM history, but this is really, really cool. 3.817 billion right now. Okay guys, raid is launching. Let's see how much it drops. Drop. More. I'm sorry, I know I'm laughing. This is so bad that someone's getting zeroed, but you know what? One person's sadness, with like so many other people getting so happy and excited and getting points, it's kind of worth it. And plus, you didn't shield, so 3.7 billion, guys. This is like almost 140 million, was it? I don't know if my math is that good, but yeah, 3.817. Hold on. Oops. No. 3.817. 3.817 to 3.773. That's like 40 million. What's wrong with me? Okay, let's see. Next raid has started. This is probably gonna take a while. Like, I don't know. Maybe 2 hours. but I'm gonna pause and record and pause and record. So troops coming in from everyone here. Everyone wants to be part of it because you're gonna get points for sure. Like, this is 100% T3s and T4s in every fight, every battle. So you lose some and then you get a lot back. So it's kind of worth it. This is a 44 million drop since the last raid. So troops still going in. Kudos to all the people dying just to get the kills. You're all brave. Yes, you do get like a lot of your troops back, 60%. of your troops back at the end of Governor's War, and then if you spend money and get coupons, you can get another 10% back. So that's still just 30% dying, and plus those that died, out of them you have another percentage going to the sanitarium, and the rest of the troops that don't go to the sanitarium kind of just die, which is not that much if you think about it. 30%, well, 70% of the 30. And it's worth it because you're getting all of those kills, and this is, it's a rare Governor's War to be able to find a mansion like that you can raid and just really kill. This is a huge deal, and this is probably a record breaker, at this point, because I've never seen, or personally I've never seen. Have you? If you have, please share. If you've seen anyone above 4.2 billion, this dude was 4.2 billion when they started rating him. So that's just a huge drop. Let's look if he's changed gears. Yeah, so it looks like this guy's just offline. And just getting hammered right now. Very soon there will be a curve where, right now we're seeing like 50-40 million drops every attack. So very soon that will change, and it will be like a drastic, huge drop. And I think one of the main reasons that the troops are still sort of being held up right now is because he's also being reinforced, but in any case, the T3s he has, or he had a lot of T3s. It was, the last we saw was like 24-25 million of each T3. So in most cases that is a good enough buffer, but T3s, don't forget, like, they just give you points as well. So if you don't have T2s, they're going to be rating T3s, and T3s for a player like Airstrike, it's nothing. Even if it's 100 over a million troops, T3s and T4s, it's nothing. Which is something that you will probably not be able to say for other players or other raid leaders. This is just one of those really good reminders that if you go offline, it doesn't matter what size you are, you have to know which Governor's War you're in. Because if you're facing big enemies or big teams that have huge raid leaders like this, with hundreds of stars, then you're just going to be a target. Especially if you go offline in non-battle gear. Bye-bye. I mean, okay, raid is going off. All those cars following. Let's see how it hit. 3.72. So that dropped by 22 million. They're probably changing the troop type for attack, or they're probably, reinforcing more to prevent a drop or to get points from their teammate while, the raids are being hit. So it might take even longer than it did earlier. But once it drops down to below 2 billion, that's when it's gonna move really fast. So, okay, raid is set again right now. And guys, if you're just watching this, it's 3.7 billion. Let's see how far it goes before he wakes up or he logs in, or, he realizes that he's actually being attacked. So this is Airstrike's kill. Right now he has 4.1 billion kills. Let's see by the end of Governor's War, or at the end of this hit, how many kills he has. Because this dude has like 109 million troops. That may not increase that much. But with all the reinforcements, it's really gonna be good. By the way, this is a faction called PTB, in case some of you don't know. This is in 227 city, and it's got 129 billion, which is, well, kind of medium sized, like they're not fat, you know, with influence. They're not like big factions with influence, but this is pretty decent for a faction. Let's look at influence ranking, like at 129 million. These are the fatter people. Fatter. You have Deuce. Here we can't see his full gear, but it's 101 stars, so likelihood this is probably a full Godfather mansion. And then you have Sunny, 190 stars. Chaos, I 2.7 billion kills and 3.2 billion influence. And then one way to see, you know, players' kills is basically just looking at the kills. Let's say this is 2.7 billion, and then you can see the eliminated enemy influence. You know, this is the EEI, you call it the EEI. So some players have like really high kills but really low EEI. For example, there was one dude called He Who Remains. You know, he used to have this blue photo with like a blue baby. Oh, sorry, that was what they made fun of him of, you know, because he was known as a crybaby. But yeah, he had like really freaking low EEI because he used to get his kills from tile hitting. He got his kills from tile hitting because, you know, I have that in another video. He's like a crazy dictator type of like player. He has changed his profile photo from what I know. But yeah, let's have a look at airstrikes EEI. Battle statistics, so this is 333 billion EEI and 4 billion. So if we're gonna look at the, let's just see if anything happened. Nope. So we're still waiting for the raid to launch, but while we do that, I'll just show you guys my EEI. So my EEI, I've got like 2 billion kills and I have 222 billion influence eliminated. So that's really good. You know, it's about 1 to 100 at this point. So that's a decent ratio, kills to EEI. And then if we look at airstrike, EEI is about, well, 4 to 33. So oh, raid is launching, so probably about, what do you think, guys? How much is he gonna drop? 3.67 billion, hopefully, or more. There you go, 3.665 more. That's awesome. Okay, so that one dropped 55 million. So that's really good. And let's see, he's still in his regular gear, so he's definitely offline at this point. I mean, who would want to keep having troops die like that, you know? Unless he was trying to get the Governor's War Mansion and he wanted to get free kills. But even then, like, I would still, you know, if I was him and I was offline, I would still probably keep the external stuff, but increase the influence. You know, do a little bit of tweaks in my stats, adjust the specialties or something to maximize. And bear in mind, guys, this is like a 10-star player here. Oh, no, he's 6-star. Yeah, so he's a 6-star player. So that means his troops are, you know, 6-star. And you can see his 6-stars versus like another 10-star player or even T5s. They're not using T5s yet. From what I know, they're only using T4s just to get the influence down as a buffer, because there's no point for the T5s to die at this point. you know, because you're just 100% constantly just dying and dying and dying when you're raiding a huge fat whale like this, you know. So if you look at this player, a Papi Chui, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but like his EI, kills to EI is also 1 to 100. So this is where you see the kills, and then this is where you see the EI. So that's pretty good as well. It's very close to mine. If you look at Champ, it's pretty much the same, 1 to 10. 1 to 10 is a good indicator that you're like an active player and really killing solid troops. Like it's from real fighting, you know, and not just from fake fighting. So those are usually for raid leaders. Then even like Delta, for example, Delta has even an like a much higher or a lower kill to eliminated enemy influence ratio. So Delta is actually like, or her account, this is actually a really solid account where you have so much more enemies influence reduce. So she's been joining really solid raids, really solid battles. She's been doing all of that stuff. So that just shows that, you know, this is like a really, really good player that will fight, that will join raids and stuff, and not just, you know, randomly killing small players just to, or small troops, T1, T2 and such, just to get the kills, you know. So we're at 3.665 billion. Let's see with the next raid. So I just joined the raid. We have a raid going on as well in our faction. I just joined a raid. It's 30 minutes away. I'm just gonna speed up my troops. I have no idea who they're raiding. I haven't looked because I don't want to miss the other screen. I just sent the troops and sped them in anyway. So we'll have a look at that in a bit. These are transportation trucks, so that's probably for him to heal. And that, you know, prevents the open resource from being used up wrongly, or like maybe usually in most cases it's to protect the cash of the raid leader, because cash is something that if you fight constantly and you do a lot of stuff, you get low on cash. Okay, so the raid is going off right now. Let's see, how much is it gonna drop? Probably 3.15. What do you think? 3.1 billion? Hopefully more. Oh, what am I talking about? 3.51, sorry. 61. Okay, so it's 3.624. It totally slipped my mind what it was before that. I think it was 3.665. So 40 million drop. That's pretty good. We're gonna see the next one, but for now I have a raid here ongoing in Prague, and today's massacre day, by the way. So we're raiding this mansion. Let's see how this player looks. He's unshielded. Oh, 400 million. Okay, I hope it's worth it, because I sped it with a lot of troops. I mean, I sped it with a lot of nitros. So back here, I've bookmarked him. In case I leave the screen, it's easy for me to come back. The next raid is being set. Like I said, it's gonna take time. It's already been longer for me and for all of them, because, you know, I've been pausing the video at this point and only recording when the next raid is being set, or if I wanted to share something with you guys. So let's look at, oh, this is a small one. This is not a big one. I've heard this red guy's a douche, so oops. But anyway. Let's see. I've heard, you know, just heard. Oh, they have little tiny farms inside. I think helping as well. The little farms are helping with the UBs and stuff. So who is this? Crusher. FK Crusher. So like, okay, a player like this is 3 billion, for example, like really big, right? But like really low on kills. 484 million. That's just, my farms have more kills than this dude. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but the truth is the truth. Like 45 million, 45 billion influence. I mean, EI, like, yeah, that's 1 to 10. But seriously, when you get to 3 billion and you're only having 482 million kills, it just means that you're not active enough, or you're just growing fat because you're not joining raids and stuff, you know? So you're just a whale, just getting influence and not growing, and not contributing much. So players like that, I kind of don't want in my team in general, just because you know they're not like super active joining raids, or dying or fighting. Because at the end of the day, it's everyone else that dies and everyone else that fights, you know. And like I said, you can just look at a player, for example, like this dude has 1 billion kills. Meh. Okay, so it's 1 to 10. It's still not that bad, right? So that's okay. At least you know he's kind of active and stuff. But like this guy. So maybe this player used to be active but isn't so much anymore. But look at this. It's 1 over billion kills and only 72. Oh, have I been saying it wrongly? It's 1 to 100. Yeah, 1 to 100. Sorry, not 1 to 10, 1 to 100. And this is like 1 to 72, which is like really bad. Yeah. So I've been saying all the proportions wrongly. I think I'm just so overexcited right now with the whole raid and the whole battle and stuff. Oh, let me see. I probably have the mansion kill. So yeah, we had sent out a raid and it was 500,000 troops. So congrats. It is what it is, you know. It's still a kill, but it really wasn't worth my speeds. But it's totally fine. It happens. Like, you really don't know sometimes. But in general, if it's like 400 million and stuff, then, you know, I probably would have asked to kick my troops from the raid. But it's fine. It's better to have some points than no points. So let's look at Governor's War. I have not. I just pretty much logged in today. So this is my first kill, I think. And that's just 300 something points. So thank you. At least I got some points. I'm gonna be doing swap kills later, because I don't think on my map I'm not gonna be able to get like really solid kills, where all these PTB players, they're probably getting really good kills. Like, everyone's probably gonna hit their targets, you know, because this is a lot of troops. Like, you have to think about it. 1 million T4 gives you 10 million points in kills, and this dude had like I saw his recon earlier. This dude had like 9 million of each T4. So that's like, oh guys, that's like 90 million kills times 3, you know, and then plus all the reinforcements. That's gonna be a few 100 million Governor War points. And then on top of that, his T3s are like 1 to 10 ratio. So 10 million T3s give you 1 million. Oh, sorry, 10 million T3s give you 10 million points, I think it was. Yeah. 10 million T3s give you 10 yes. 10 million T3s and 1 million T4s give you each 10 million kill points. So that's a lot for the whole team, and you just need, for today's Governor's War, you need 20 million kills. So that's gonna be easy for everyone to hit, you know, and that's a lot of points. So the next raid is going off. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Like, I missed the last raid, but here it is. He dropped, so he's now 3.578. So that last drop, I think, was 3.624, was it? Or 3.62? It dropped to 3.578. So that's almost 50 million. So it's kind of steady, like between 40 to 50 million per attack. So to get him zeroed right now, that'll be like 20 hits per 1 billion. And so 3 billion or 2, let's say just 2 billion is gonna be 40 hits. 2 billion, 40 hits, maybe 3 billion if he's not fully, let's say 2.5 billion, so 50 hits. So 50 hits times 5, that's about 250 minutes, and that's gonna be more than 4 hours. So 4.1 hours. That's assuming this dude is, you know, about 1.5 billion in influence without all the troops, which I don't think so. Like, I don't know if he's fully invested or fully or it could be troop influence and everything, because you have a base influence, and this base influence, guys, is basically if you look at mine, so this is my base influence. Like, your investment influence is, you know, if you're, I'm fully invested, so I'm 934 in investments, 934 million. So even if I was zeroed, I would have my base influence, which is my investment, my task, my buildings enforcer. So that's almost that's almost 1.1. Yeah. 934 plus 100, 1, 2. Yeah, it's about 1.1, between 1.1 to 1.2, right? So if this guy was zeroed, so that will take, you know, more than 4 hours for sure. So maybe about 4.5 hours. But there will be a curve, like I said, there will be a part where, you know, when you're attacking him, he's gonna have big drops. So that usually will be close to, like, anything below 2 billion. That's when he's gonna start losing hundreds of millions per hit. You know, it's no longer gonna be that big buffer, because airstrike stats on battle gear is gonna be so much more overwhelming compared to this dude on non battle gear. So you will have about maybe 1 to 3, 1 to 4 ratio of stats difference. So that means for every hit, if he has, for example, if this dude has a 3 million raid with all T4s, and I'm not even talking about T5s, which this team does have. So if it's just 3 billion, the 3 million T4s attacking this dude, there will be like 12 million T4s killed on the spot. And that's because, you know, the stats are so different, right? And then on top of that, all of these players in this team, this faction, probably aren't reinforcing him. Like, if you look at it, their stars, they're just kind of all like low stars. They don't have 10-star troops and stuff. So this in PTB, they're all a little bit higher stars. And so the star difference as well makes, you know, it's another add-on. So this is the next hit. 3.5 billion. Let's see what it drops to. 3.51 right now. So it was 3.578, I think. And then it's 3.515. Sometimes your brain remembers things differently, guys. So for you, you can always play back. For me, I can't. Like, because I'm recording right now. So yeah, it'll take some time. So far, he has lost 25 million troops since they started the raiding. So yes, I know it's sad. For some people, you might think it's really sad. Like, if I were him, I would probably just quit the game. And you know what, guys? Like, in general, he's just playing the game because he has that big account, you know? Yeah, like at this point, sometimes players just don't even, he's VIP 19, he's not even VIP 20. Like, it takes a lot of money to get to 20, it takes a lot of money to get to 10 star and, push the account and keep going. And battle gear wise as well, like, he's only got Grand Godfather and he doesn't have, much, he's not a full legacy, so he probably plays this, he's definitely spent money on this account for sure, but he probably doesn't really play actively and like always grow and fight and grow and grow and spend and spend and spend. So, which is totally fine, it's okay, it doesn't really matter. Like, there's so many different ways of playing. You would think at 3 over billion or 4.2 billion you're safe, but yeah, it's really not the case. The next raid has started, so a lot of players have joined and we'll wait for it to hit. There is an ongoing raid in my faction, so he's on. And this is the raid ongoing. I didn't join it because I missed it. I should have looked. Like, there should be this fire going on, which means, raid is ongoing. So next time I would join it, I hope. But let's get back to the other raid. He probably has so much kills right now. Because remember, every raid going over is 2 to 3 billion T4s. With airstrike, his raid cap is probably higher, so he could be very well at 3 point something right now, per hit. So that's like 30 million kills, 30 million kills, 30 million kills per raid. So that's gonna give him a heck of a lot of points. He's definitely rank 1 at the stage, for Governor's War Massacre Day, and I don't think he'll ever have that many points. But one of the good news is this guy, like, even if he's 0 like this, when he comes back to the end of Governor's War, 60% of his troops are gonna be back, and if he spend a little bit of money to get the coupons, which is barely, 100 over dollars for him, he'll be able to get another 10% of his troops, so he'll get 70% back. So that's not that bad. If he started at 4.2, he's definitely coming back at 3 something billion. So, it's worth spending the coupons for it in that case. Because he lost a lot. Okay, I just joined one of the raids against this player. He's small. Let me see whether I sped it enough. Yeah, I need one more speed. He's small. He's like 500 million. And we all believe he's online, but you know what? We're just gonna attack him anyway. And then while that one is going on, I'm just gonna keep watching this raid. This one should launch really soon. Airstrike has dropped in influence as well, obviously, because, troops are dying from each raid. Sunny just reconned to get an idea. You're like, sometimes you watch these raids and it's hours. Oh, yeah, another raid is being set right now. So sometimes you watch these raids and it's taking a couple of hours, but it's worth it because everyone's having fun, they're all having points. That's like the best Governor's War for them, I think, if you're getting such huge points like this, and it's nice that you have a raid leader that actually is willing to die and set raids and all of that, because as a raid leader, you have the biggest crew march in the raid, which means your mansion dies the most, and so he's basically sacrificing for the whole team, and that's really cool. There are a lot of raid leaders that don't start raids on big mansions because they just don't want to die, you know, or they don't want to get all of that death and or possibly lose their UB. But you know, they did plan it well. They got all the 30 UBs. This guy's not online, so that's just perfect. But if he was online or showing signs that he was active, you know, or people knew he was an active player, then it's, yeah. So this is a raid that we just hit. He was 511, I think, and he dropped to 472. So he still has troops. Let's look. Oh, yeah, so this is the raid. We killed 77 million off his. He still has a lot more troops. I think they're, let's look at the, yeah, so he has like a lot of T2s. So you can see from the battle. So he has a lot of meat shield. He did lose some T4s, so that was worth it. He doesn't have T3s. So once the T2s are cleared, you can literally wipe this dude out. But he's online, so... Okay, so I'll probably join that raid again if, you know, it happens. But, oops, guys, I really need to heal. Hold on. Let's go to my hospital. It's, yeah, it's already full. I probably have troops in the sanitarium. So I should have healed earlier. I was just so overwhelmed by, you know, the excited like fight at the other map. Okay. So yeah, I do have troops in the sanitarium and it's okay. So I had some die and it's okay. I still have tons of troops. So at this point in time, I just want to share with you guys what troops I have. I had 110 million troops. And again, I'm not one of those players that have like a lot of T1s and T2s. I just use the troops that I need, but most of them are T3s and T4s. So I've been making T3s every professor because that saves on resources. But let's get back to this dude. Let's see the next raid it's gonna hit. He should drop to like 3.365. So I think it just hit. I probably missed it again. 3.415. So let's see when he drops. 3.365 next, I guess, or 3.37. Raid is being set. Players are filling up here. More of them are joining. You know, everyone wants points. This area is filling up. Some are helping with resources. Where are they going? Oh, okay, so more PTB players from here. So farms sending to main accounts. Just to be able to keep joining raids, you know? So healing the troops and stuff. They're reinforcing their dude. Oh! Okay, so my screen refreshed. He is 3.387 right now. He's dropped a lot. He started out again at 4.2 billion. So they're almost at 1 billion influence gone. Almost 800 million plus right now. Oh, so he's online right now. He changed gear. He's 3.4 billion, I guess. Aww. Okay, guys. So he's online right now. They're gonna stop the attack. You know, he didn't drop much, but I'm sure he's definitely rank 1 in Governor's War. I wish they were able to keep going and get more kills, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you have to cut losses. Like, it's not all the time that you're able to attack everything and get what you want done, but it's a good run, it's good points, and it's probably really fun for everyone, the whole team. So have fun when you can. You never know when it's gonna stop. 800 million down, that's a lot of kills. So kudos to you guys at PTB for, you know, just doing that kind of a raid, for even attempting it. That's really cool, guys. So awesome job. Proud of y'all. I mean, if I was a TGM player and I was in PTB, I'll be so happy doing that race, getting all those kills, you know, getting all those points. It's really awesome. Well, enjoy, guys. Hope y'all like this video.